The past 2 summers I've spent with the Arc-Pikes Peak region have been a whirlwind of learning experiences, successes, failures, and adventure, but I wouldn't have it any other way. When I first began my journey with this nonprofit, I was uncertain about how helpful I could be in a field I knew so little about, but I was in good hands. Learning about the disability field, its history, and the etiquette that goes along with serving people with disabilities was made easy because I was surrounded by incredibly competent and passionate staff, many of whom I consider my friends and mentors. Like many of you, I assume, my base knowledge entering the summer about the nonprofit centered on the ARC thrift stores, but now I know that the reach of this organization extends far beyond used clothing and goods, although the thrift stores do fund all, if not most, of the organization's work. The Arc-Pikes Peak region is one of over 700 chapters across the nation that seeks to protect the human rights of individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, or IDD. Because Colorado is a little different than most states, our local chapters do not provide direct care to individuals with IDD, so instead, chapters are able to direct more resources towards advocacy, guardianship, and providing social opportunities. Last summer, my focus was primarily on piloting summer programming for children and adults with IDD, with the goal of involving as much of our surrounding community as possible. Working alongside another CC grad, Hannah Widmer, and an additional summer intern, Rebecca Lavely, we succeeded in providing a wide array of events and resources. From a supported employment fair to gardening club, from sports week and fishing day to the service animal barbecue, don't worry, we weren't barbecuing the service animals. There was never a dull moment. These events ended up drawing in many participants and helped emphasize the growing need for the Arc-Pikes Peak region to expand its current facilities as well as update them to fit the accessibility requirements. The ARC staff has inhabited their current building since the 80s, and the 1960 design standards have quickly fallen out of date. The hallways are narrow and difficult to navigate with a walker or wheelchair. The self-advocacy group, Include USA, has already outgrown the conference room in only 2 years of existence, and the parking lot and sidewalks are dilapidated and unsafe, which became evident when we hosted outdoor events like self-defense class and friend raisers. My job this past summer, then, was to promote the Building for Change campaign, which is a capital campaign that, in success, will result in a fully renovated and updated inclusive campus for the Arc-Pikes Peak region. With the update, the ARC could host life skills classes, conferences, provide workshops centered around resume building and assisting with the job application process for people with IDD, who often face harsher rates of unemployment, poverty, and homelessness. They could also be hosts to a library for parents and family members to come in and learn more about the disabilities. My work helped draft a case for support document, and I also helped organize several key events that invited community members to come learn more about the campaign in order to gain momentum as well as social and financial support. Outside of this main effort, I also helped arrange many of the logistical details for the 3rd annual calendar that features models with disabilities that portray famous paintings, celebrities, or in this year's case, local heroes. After my time with the ARC, I firmly believe in the power of representation and visibility for people with IDD. I've also gotten my cross-country teammates involved, and we volunteer at the holiday dances and events whenever we can. Whenever I wasn't working on a project this summer, the majority of my free time was spent shadowing the educational advocates who attend school meetings with parents of children with IDD to ensure they receive the appropriate resources and supports. It is because of these incredible experiences that I am now spending this semester observing in a special education classroom. While my interest has always been in education and teaching, I am now weighing the possibility of becoming a special education teacher. I can't thank the Arc-Pikes Peak region staff enough for the mentorship and support I received during my internships. Without the Public Interest Fellowship program, I might not have discovered this new avenue for personal and professional growth.